Hi guys, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. In the last part, we actually got through this entire floor. And in this part, we're going up to the next floor. Which, if my guess is correct, this is the last floor. Yes. Now we're just gonna avoid that guy there. We're just gonna be all Metal Gear for a second here. Oh god, he's looking at us! Okay, as long as we back up against the wall and don't make a noise. Okay. Well, this looks to be a door. The door is locked from the inside. Well, it seems that door is not a door that we want. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna get behind this guy. We're gonna break his neck. And I couldn't do it. Above here, what voice should he have?
Above here is the factory's all-important control machine. I can't let you pass, even if it takes inches off my chest.
What does that even mean? Inches? Wait, what? What does it mean to take inches off your chest? Seriously, that's not even proper wording. Also, Golduck. Did I go over the whole thing with Golduck and Psyduck? How Psyduck is a gold duck, and Golduck is a psychic duck. Has anyone else even, noticed that? Am I the only one? No, obviously other people have noticed that, but that's still really weird. I still find that to be like, okay. There's a lot of things like that, like the whole Caterpie and Caterpie, Venonat. I went into that before. I know I did. I literally know I did. Because why wasn't that super effective? Isn't Dark super effective against Psych? Oh, isn't he just water? What? What? I don't remember this. It's funny, because Gen 1 Pokemon are probably the ones I'm least acquainted with. So instead, I'm going to test it out. I'm going to cross-chop him. Because that bothers me. That really does kind of bother me. Let's see here. Cross-chop, and it hits. Yeah. I guess he's not psychic. I learned something new today. That's weird. Huh. So I guess the whole Psyduck Golduck thing doesn't really work. Huh. Also, that doesn't look like a duck if you look at it. Like, if you just look at Golduck, he doesn't look much like a duck anymore. He looks almost more just like a swamp monster. And the only thing that really comes to mind when I think of swamp monster is the monsters from the swamp monster thingy from the movie Doug, the Doug movie. Now, I didn't watch much Doug as a kid. I just remember seeing lots of advertisements for the movie, though. And just thinking, wow, that looks dumb. Because, I didn't watch the show, and I thought it was dumb. Again, though, I was probably just really... Holy crap, Hariyama looks huge. But I think I was just, too used to really, really good shows. But when I say that, I mean, like, just... I don't know. Like, I say really good shows, then people are gonna say, what, you're saying, like, the older shows aren't good? No, there are good older shows. It's just there are better... I don't know. All I know is that 90s anime are, like, some of my favorite. Also, Shadow Venonat. Let's bring out... Let's see here. Who should we get rid of? Probably Tropy. Because Hariyama can just... kick, punch, it's all in the mind, the crap out of him. Which would not be good, considering it's a dog. And we don't want PETA on more of the case of Pokemon. I wonder if they ever, like, you'd think they would have attacked it a long time ago. I mean, here we are having, well, they say animal battles a lot, but most Pokemon, like, I would say only a good, maybe half of them are animals. Not even. So, look right here. The only really animal, if you will, would, like, I don't even know if you count, Ampharos, because it's pretty not very animal-like. And you, like, Venomoth, yeah, it looks like a moth, but really, I don't think PETA would care much about moth fighting. I don't think so. Are they for the rights of insects? Better yet, what is an animal but a miserable little pile of poopies? I had a dog once. Oh, that sounded dark. Whoa! That was probably one of the darkest like the darkest Freudian slip I've ever had. But no, it's just I had a dog and then it passed away. I mean, that's what happens. What happens when you have dogs. And I have good memories of that dog too. We were like, it was really, I think the dog was 2 years older than me. So when I was 15, we put it down. So it was 17, which is a lot for a dog. And to this day, it really kind of has affected me. Because it's like, now I don't really want another dog. Because it will never be the same as the last dog. And I know that's kind of, I don't know. Some people would say that that's kind of a, almost a mean thing to say. I wouldn't say mean, just like, I don't know how they would describe it, but it's a weird thing for them to think, because I know some people, it's like, oh, kitty 7 has died, time to get kitty number 8. And it's like, well, don't they mean something to you? And they're like, yeah, but, you know, they say you get past that, but I don't think I can. And it's kind of like, well, for one, I've never actually experienced true death, like, in the family or whatever, because, I just never have. It's always been just a shadow weeping bell. Nope, it's actually, like, I've never experienced, a death in the family. I think I have when I was, like, 6, but it never affected me, because these people, I only knew them for, like, a little bit. And so, yeah, that did bother me a bit. And it still bothers me that when someone passes away, like, sometimes I get really dark feelings of, like, oh, my friend's not feeling well. I know this is bad to say, but I hope they don't kill themselves. But then I start to think, like, well, would it really affect me? And I try to imagine the news when someone sends me a message like, oh, so-and-so killed themselves. And this is really dark, I know. But I think about it, and I'm like, I don't know how I'd react. In fact, I don't know even if I'd react. Like, my first reaction, if you will, is for me to say, oh, that's too bad. Like, in my mind. Then again, I've never experienced a death, and I really hope to not have to. But, this is dark. Let's change the subject! We start playing Pokemon! Man. Jar Jar Binks. You know, I'm gonna be honest here. Yes, he is a horrible character. But, I really do think people rag on him too much. You know. They say it was blatant marketing for children. And, it was. Because that's what it was. And, you know, whenever people say that, I kind of just want to say that's, you know, that's the point. In fact, if it wasn't for him, I don't think I would have gotten into Star Wars. Also, don't kill him. Good. That didn't kill him. But it also did nothing, so... okay. But it's like, you know, people say we should probably use the Pokeballs on him. But people say, like, he's blatant advertising for children. And I've gone over this, like, a bunch of times, because I'm repeating myself because the game's interrupting me. But he is, and I think that is what got me into Star Wars to begin with, was him. Because I loved him as a kid. As a kid, he was my favorite character. And people would, like, when I say that now, people are probably, it's split half and half. The people who are my age are like, yeah, you know, I know that feeling. And then there's the people who are, like, you know, older or something. You're probably like, how can you say that? And it's like, well, you kind of have to look at it through the eyes of a kid. The parts of the movie that people hated were, like, my favorite as a kid. The pod racing, dude, I freaking love pod racing. Actually, a while ago, when I bought Final Fantasy VI for the PS1, I was looking, and they had Star Wars pod racing for the N64 there for like $20 out of the box and everything. But I was so tempted, let me tell you, because that game is one of the really nostalgic games for me, because that's what it was. It was like, you know, this idea of just Star Wars pod racing was just so awesome to be able to actually do that. And I didn't buy it because I didn't have enough money for it. I was like, I can only really walk out of here with one game. But I did walk out with 2. Final Fantasy V and 6 together. Sad thing is Final Fantasy V does not... okay, we're good. Doesn't work on PS3s for some reason, unless you get the digital copy. Something about the way the memory cards work, I don't know. It just won't save for me. It does weird glitchiness, but can't do anything about it. 6 works though, so I guess it's not a complete loss. And I mean, 6 is good. I think I'm not sure if I like 5 or 6 better. All I know is that you know, they're good games, each and every single one of them. And I guess we're just gonna Giga Drain in case that this doesn't work. And if it doesn't, well, that'd be weird because, you know, he's kind of weak. Kind of a weakling. 1, 2, 3. Yay! We caught him. And now, before we go up, because if you can't tell, there's like a big sort of platform thing up there. I have you beaten chest muscle size. That is... Oh, I get it. I was like, what? But I get it, because his chest muscles are bigger than ours. But I was just reading that, and I was like, what the hell are you trying to say? So that area up there is where we have to go to next. Now, I think it might be a good idea to go and save the game. Not save the game. Go and heal. Saving really doesn't matter that much, because we can save anywhere. Which, you know, on the one hand, yeah, it's good to be able to save anywhere. But on the other hand, it's like, well, what if you have to go? You know, and plus, no, I mean, what am I saying? I screwed that up. On the one hand, it's like, okay, saving anywhere is awesome, but it kind of ruins the tension, if you will, because you can just save and shut down. But on the other hand, if you only have saving at certain stations, then every time you find a save point, you're like, oh, that's nice. But at the same time, it's like, well, what if I have to go? That's why I do like quick saves. I do think quick saves are a very, like, interesting way of doing them, because there's 2 different types of saving. There's a quick save where when you need to put down the game for a bit, and then there's a save where you save, like you find that nirvana point where you can just sit down and be like, okay, so if I die, we're not going all the way back. That's actually one thing that really bothers me in some games. For instance, I was playing Digimon World 3 on my PS1 emulator, and it was like, okay, cool. So I got through the entire game. I got to the main meat game, and then I went to battle, and I lost, and it was game over. And we got TM26. Now, if I remember correctly, this is a really good TM, and I remembered correctly. Earthquake, one of my all-time favorite moves of forever, but none of them can learn it. I guess much like the others, we're gonna keep it for now. Who can learn Psychic here? You know what, Zaprong, that would really do you no good. You have, like, no special attack. If I recall correctly, you have very little special attack. Yeah, it's pretty even, actually, surprisingly. And I'm just gonna quickly save, because... Actually, maybe I shouldn't save well, I guess if I lose... I don't know, that's really an up-in-the-air sort of thing. Let's talk to this guy.
Okay, now all there's to do is to adjust the voltage. Let me see, where's the system lever, huh? Whoops, I left it on my desk. That's not smart. Oh, hey, that's my system lever. You went and got it for me. Thank you. Wait, who are you anyways? You don't belong here. Darn, if the voltage goes up even a little, the computer controlling this whole facility will shut down. And oh my gosh, if that would happen, the Shadow Pokemon production software could be destroyed. I can't let you lay one finger on this control machine.
So, we gotta fight this guy. Cipher R&D Acrod. Oh, he probably got made fun of in school so much. Hello, class. Well, we have a new student today. His name is... Acrod.
Don't make fun of me. My mom loves the name she gave me.
I just imagine that whole skit going on in my head. That's the thing. You see, I can't draw, I can't animate, I can't do any of that. And yet, I can come up with entire... Like, I imagine that with little R&D dude, and it's like, I can imagine it, but I can't make it. It's like today, I thought to myself, in my head, I can imagine exactly what Silver the Hedgehog's hand looks like exactly. However, I can't draw it. And I don't get that. Why can you imagine something, but not actually make it? Like, I mean, I can imagine it perfectly. I know exactly what it looks like. I mean, right now, it's in my head, the exact shape, with all the lines, and exactly how it is. I'm not sure what it is about the ability to make something like that. Is it because my hand isn't steady enough, or is it because more like a... I don't know. Cross chop. How much damage is he gonna do? Not that much, because oh wait, no, he's rock. No, he's fire ground, right? Am I right? I don't know. That did nothing. Wow. I was expecting at least something. Why didn't you use Psybeam on Trophy? That would have been good. It's the prong. No. Don't be an hero. Take down. Holy crap. Oh, but he's hit with recoil. So I guess it kind of all works out. So let's take... Oh, very nice. Sees the prong new. He's like, if I'm going to die, at least I'll take you with me. So Aquarius, you can just use some water. We need a new water type attack. I guess the next one up is Water Pulse, which isn't that good. Magic Coat. Wait, wait, doesn't Magic Coat... Wait. Oh, no. Does this get reflected now? Is that the right one? No, I'm thinking Mirror Coat. Right, Magic Coat is something. But that was a critical hit, so it's all good. Also, Camerupt is like one of the weirdest looking Pokemon in my opinion. Something about it. I think it's like, you know, that's one Pokemon that when I hear complaints about how the 3rd gen Pokemon look, that's the only one that really kind of stands out to me as looking just kind of stupid. Shadow Ball, and we're actually going to switch out for Banana. Because this shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-N-A-S. Right? I don't know. But I remember that song used to play in elementary. And it used to be that shh is bananas in like our version. The safe for work version, if you will, that we'd listen to. I just remember that. It's like, you know... That's one of those things from elementary. It's like, I don't remember much about elementary, but from what I do remember, it's like, you know... Maybe that's where I got the idea that swears were not the worst thing from. That or my parents. So I know my mom swears like a sailor. My dad doesn't. My dad's very straight-laced. He's the type of guy who, you know, looks at me and goes, Tanner, why did you say that bad word online? And I'm like, well, because I can, and because that's how I'm feeling, and I'm just speaking exactly what my mind is. He's like, well, maybe you should think before you open your mouth. And it's like, then when my mom comes in, oh man, actually, we had a party a few days ago, and I love my family on the one side. Like, I'm talking because I really don't talk to my dad's side of the family ever, because they live like in another province. And so I only get to talk to, like, my mom's side. Now, my mom's side I really can split into oldies and, like, cool people. And the cool people came over for a party, right? And so there I am with my uncle, who's, like, he works at, like, a car repair place. And he's, like, has tattoos. And he's just slicked back hair. And he's, like, really cool. He's probably he's, like, one of the coolest people I know. And... it's so funny, because then he comes up to me, he's like, hey, Tanner, what's up? And I'm like, oh, nothing much, just, and there I was playing my DS, right, because I'm antisocial. And he's like, oh, you got a theater rhythm? And I'm like, no, I'm just playing some, I was playing Professor Layton, right? He's like, yeah. And then I'm like, oh, you know, I got Final Fantasy VI, and he's like, oh, yeah, I love that game, got it on my SNES. And then we started talking about, like, he's like, I got Final Fantasy 1, 2, I don't have 3. But I'm thinking of getting it for the Android. And he's like the coolest person ever, and he's like a huge Final Fantasy fan. And it's like, why can't the rest of my family be cool like this? And it's like, and then there we were all talking about slang words for vagina. That was fun. Also very inappropriate. Then again, they were all drunk, so that's fine. I mean, I don't drink personally. I was offered quite a few drinks by my own family. Like let's get this straight. Also, he killed himself. Let me get this straight. I am offered drinks by my family and I turn them down. It's like, that's how much they know I'm not gonna drink, so... But we beat Akrod.
You can't have it! Give back the system lever!
Or lever, depending on your pronunciation of it. So... oh! It looks like we're home free! Except not. Except, you know that system lever? Well, that goes in there. But you know what? There's gonna be a boss battle right away. And so, you know what they have to do for boss battles, right? We have to get prepared. But not just prepared, we have to get super prepared. Because if I remember correctly, I think on my first run-through of this game, this is where I got my first sort of loss, really. Then again, I also... well, if I remember correctly, he has a strategy. We all know who we're facing. Like, because it was that guy who you saw in the SS Libra, Gorigon, who is like a monkey, but is not a monkey. Not a monkey. That was one of those catchphrases from children's TV shows that really stuck with me as a kid. There's a show on, for what you guys is the Disney Channel, for what us is Family Channel. It's called Dave the Barbarian. Mirby, I'm sorry. I like girls. But now, it's about justice. So yeah, that was one of those shows, that Dave the Barbarian. It was like, if I were to watch it now, I'd be like, oh, this is bad. But there was something funny about it as a kid. Though it was just the randomness that children love. And, I remember, that was one of the phrases in the show. There's like a little girl who acts like a monkey, and then everyone calls her a monkey, and then she's like, I'm not a monkey! And so that was another one of those things that stuck with me. And it bothers me nowadays when children, say, like, just repeat phrases from a TV show. And it's like, that's one problem. I see my younger self and my sister, and I really hated my younger self. It says, to adjust voltage, use a system lever. Warning, do not raise the voltage too high. Raise the voltage, or do you want to lower it? I think we're gonna raise it. Michael, use the system lever to raise the control machine's voltage. The control machine has gone wild! Oh, cool. Oh, goodness. It's the shakies. Why are you just standing there if it's shaking? Oh, no! Oh, the lack of explosion made me a little sad. Also, that guy paused in the doorway.
What's going on? The production line stopped. The computer's not responding. Oh, you're that punk from the SS Libra. You're behind this, aren't you? Oh no, what the blazes? The Shadow Pokemon production software has been deleted. Gorigon gets furious if things don't go his way. He's gonna chew me out again.
Also, we battled this guy before we battled Gorigon. Cipher Peon Smarten. I never knew what the word peon was before this. Actually, it was before Pokemon Coliseum, but I kind of do classify this with Pokemon Coliseum, if that makes sort of sense. Also, these two starting Pokemon are probably like the best combination ever, because it seems everyone, it's like, okay, I'll just use Thunder Punch and Flamethrower, so it all works out. But, it's like this and a couple other games that I can, think of. It's like Little Big Planet 1 and 2. I kind of just classify it as one game. Unless Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Or Final Fantasy 10 and 10 2. It's like if it's Black and Black 2. It's sort of like if there's not that much change, I know I should, but I don't really classify it as another game. It's like, well, yeah, for like Black 2 I would, but at the same time, it's like, I wouldn't, like if I'm doing a list of top 10 games or something, I wouldn't. Okay, no, thinking about that, I'm taking that back. I'd probably put 10 on there, but not 10-2 for Final Fantasy, because reasons. Yes. Or maybe it'd be the other way around, because of reasons. I love being able to emote, but I hate the fact that you can't guys see my emotes, because actually I was told today we were filming a movie in Comtech class, and I was told that I have amazing emotions. And at first I'm like, I don't really emote that much, like it's not that much of a thing that I do. I mean, like I do, except I'm not compared to some people. Well, actually compared to some people I do it a lot. I don't know. But, and then they said, I should be on camera because I emote the best. And I was like, what? I don't emote the best. There's probably something better. But I do. Looking at these other guys, they can't emote for garbage. It's really sad how little they emote in these videos that they're making. And I'm like, wow, it's like, I'm just being me. And that's really it. Like, I'm not doing anything really that special in these videos. I'm literally just being me following a script. Though I have to, we were told to be a lot less sarcastic for this one, because we're doing a semi-serious movie. I say semi-serious because, I still put in, because I was writing the script, because Lord knows these guys can't write. Static, 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 static. Aww. That was very nice. Static? Will work? No? Okay. That's fine. Cross chop one more time, and Thunder Wave on the Shadow Arbok. Or, as Arbok in the show called itself, Chabok! It took me a long time to realize I was just saying Arbok with a cha at the beginning for some odd reason. Don't kill one of them! Okay, that's good. We're good. Static? Static? Yes! Static! That was an overreaction to a very simple, non-consequential thing, considering it's dying the next turn. But it's okay, because we're all happy here. Let's see here. We're gonna now I'm just gonna Thunder Punch, because I don't, there's no real reason to go. I don't think Thunder Punch will kill it. I hope to God Thunder Punch won't kill it. Also, they both have Thunder Punch. Coincidence? No, it's actually not coincidence. It's just... Actually, it is a coincidence. If I say it's not a coincidence, then that means I planned that. Shadow Half! Oh, no. This move is kind of dirty. It literally... Well, it doesn't... That was really wasted on him. Oh, it works on him, too? Well, it was wasted on him. It halves every other Pokemon's HP. Oh, it works on it, too. Well, that was, useful, actually. Also, leftovers. Now, Zaprung is the highest speed, so we'll have him take down Ursaring. And a Banana is going to use the Ultra Ball. And hopefully it catches it. It might not. This time I'm a little more wary because of the lesser HP that it has. I mean, more HP, rather. Not lesser. 1, 2, 3. Da 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 da. You got the Arbok. Press the B button to swing across gaps. Get it? Because the snake whip thing from that game that people refer to as the worst sequel to the worst sequel, or the best sequel to the worst sequel. Because people hate Phantom Hourglass as the sequel. No, Spirit Tracks I was talking about. People hate Spirit Tracks. No, I'm confused. They hate Phantom Hourglass, but they think because it's a horrible sequel to Wind Waker. But they love Spirit Tracks as a sequel to Phantom Hourglass. Words. Gorigon! Arbok was sent to the PC Start system because that's where he goes. What? Connor 3 is evolving! Finally. Now, let's see how Laren looks in this. Also, now he's actually going to be useful. He actually looks really cool. Da-na-na-na-na. Congratulations, your Connor 3 evolved into a Laren, who is also called Connor 3. Connor the 3rd, rather. But the 3 eyes wouldn't fit. Also, please let me heal. Okay, I was gonna be like, no, don't be so mean to me. But they weren't mean to me, so I'm kind of happy. Potion waste. I'm just gonna use up potions, and then we're gonna use. Do we have any? Ooh, HP up. Let's increase the HP of that because it's an even number, and I like even numbers. Lemonades, useful. We're gonna use them quickly, and there we go. Now. You know how the whole part I was saying we're gonna fight Gorigon? Well, sorry guys, in the next part. Just kidding, we're gonna fight him now because I say so. Haha! I caught you, well no, you would have looked at the video link. But you might not have if you're on an iOS. Also, Pidgeotto is ready to be purified. So, before we go in, actually maybe I should call this a part. Maybe I should. It has been a half hour. And plus, these videos take a long time to upload if they're more than a half hour. So guys, in the next part, I lied to you, and then I lied to you about lying to you. In the next part, we will be fighting Gorigon. So until then, I will see you guys next time. Ciao. I don't even know what voice that was trying to be, but it was something. See you guys next time. Ciao.